Hi, friends. This is Caitlin. I am very happy to be here with you on my own channel. Um, let's see. I did see we had some people checking in already. I saw Lisa and Gail. Don't worry, Gail. I recognize just from the last name. I knew that it was you. And I see Connie found us. Melissa's here checking in. Let's see. Miss Susan's here. Yay. I was a little worried that people might have a hard time finding me. Um, so we'll just give it a minute. Hey, Jody, for the like notification to pop up for people. Leslie said it's a beautiful day up there. That's good. Maria's checking in too. Welcome, welcome, everybody. So I did go ahead and grab my products. I don't exactly have like a very specific card in mind. I know I put a poll on two Facebook groups and on my Instagram stories, and overwhelmingly shaker won. So I know we're making a shaker card. I wanted to bring in an older stamp set that I love, and I haven't gotten to use all of the pieces yet. So this is the fall snow globe scenes. And they're just so stinking cute. I've used the little bear, I've used the mouse on the fence, but I've never used these guys. So I'm not positive. I'm leaning to using both of these maybe to make a little scene across the bottom. I think that could be really cute. And we're doing a shaker. And so when I was looking through the website to see the photos of these, a couple of my pictures popped up. And one of the things that I saw that I haven't used in a while are the stitched wide arches. So I thought we would bring those back too. Hey, Raquel. Thanks for checking in, joining us live. So yeah, we're going to use the arches to make our shaker element. We'll make some little fall scene. I figured we'd bring in some of our favorite pattern paper because this feels like a card where we could really use some of the more colorful ones. Maybe one of the like leaf ones or even the flower because the sunflower's here. So I also got construction and pebble. Oh, Gail. Well, the good news is that the snow globe, the regular, like actual snow globe, as well as all of the seasonal scenes, as far as I can tell, aren't going anywhere anytime soon because they are like a whole set and she's got all of them up. So Leslie got her Crafty Courtyard kit today. Love that. Oh, and then for my shaker, I don't have sequins that I love for the colors I'm going for. So I thought we would do something a little different and do some glitter, some super fine glitter, as well as the leaves in this stamp set have dies. So I think I'm going to color some extra leaves and we'll have the paper leaves and then the glitter as our shaker bits. That's what I'm thinking. I kind of like the idea of the sunflower or the flower. We could also do the stripe. We could also go more neutral and do like the acorn. Because we're doing like a farmy scene, that's the only reason I'm not fully committing to the acorn. And I think this is a little too floral. We could do hearts. I don't know. I'm still leaning. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Maria. No issue. No problem. I'm still figuring out the plan. So I was leaning solid background patterned like main panel. This is a little busy, but this could be really cute as like the bottom one. Melissa's voting flowers. I guess if we do flowers, I would want to switch, I think, my orange, but I do have like a yellow or a gold, I think, glitter. Mhm. Definitely between those two. Celine, you are not late. You are just in time while I try to make a decision about pattern paper. And I guess we could do sunflowers with orange, and then we could use the orange glitter. Maybe that's what we'll do. I think I'm overthinking it. Let's do sunflowers and orange glitter. We'll make a cute little farm scene with our sunflowers. These back over here so they don't get messed up. Okay. Yeah, Lisa loaded flowers too. Okay, cool. So we'll work on the card base part next and the shaker part next. I really just want to color. I just want to color with you guys. Let's see. At some point, I really am going to have to finish coloring up those little fortune tellers that we started the other day with that hair. Because now they're just sitting on the top of my pile here, like taunting me. Hey, Michelle. Thanks for checking in and coming to see me. It's like a little weird to be on my own channel because it's not like, I don't know, I try to just be me with you guys too, but I'm still trying to also keep in mind all of the pink and main things. And now it's like, I don't know, kind of chill. Just like, just hang out and chit chat. Oh, Melissa, that's awesome. We do too. We do too. We have a nice long weekend this week for Labor Day. And my girls, I know a lot of the schools here in Delaware were closed today, so they get like a 4-day weekend. Super jealous of that. They like to have short weeks those first couple of weeks of school. They can kind of get like warmed up. Oh, that was a good stamp. One and done. How often does that happen? For me, not often. I will also have a video up tomorrow. I usually try to post on Fridays, but I figured since I was live, wouldn't hurt to do it tomorrow. And tomorrow is the second to last. Oh, kind of leaves. What am I thinking? The second to last hop for the Twiddler's Nook Halloween Spooktacular hop. So since January, just looking for an acrylic block. Since January, we have been posting a Halloween themed card every like 31st, every month that has a 31st in it. So tomorrow I have mine will be out and it will be, it's paint all over it. It's going to have the card that I'm making or posting for the hop. It's an Instagram hop, but I figured it was going to be a fun one. It is also a shaker. It's pretty cute. So if you want to see even more shaker card stuff, you can check out that video tomorrow. Let's see. Melissa said she stamped and stencil colored the new Lawn Fawn release today. That's exciting. I think it said mine was supposed to be out for delivery today, but I don't think we got it yet. Let's see. Helene says being chill tonight sounds good to her. I figured. Helene, I don't have a link for the hobby yet. It'll go live, I believe, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. And I'll be posting on the regular like hops information on my Instagram. And then my video will have it as well tomorrow morning. Hopefully I can finish getting it edited and voiceovered by then. It might be a little late, but the hop goes like, I think like a couple days, 4 days maybe. I just love Amanda at Twiddler's Nook, so figured I would help her out and have a reason to make extra Halloween content all year. All right, let's zoom in. How's that? That's pretty good, right? We just have to make sure we stay in the frame. All right, so these are going to be a little more subdued kind of fall colors, it looks like, from the paper that we picked. I'm going to start with the fence just because that seems easy. And I'm going Copic tonight just, again, to keep it a little easier on myself. I also removed all of my my dip right before we start. So at least they're a little dry. They've seen better days, but at least you won't have to look at multicolored nails. Let's do 30s. So I'm going to start with 35. Oh, that's fun. Melissa's prepping for a kit, a little crafter treat. Love that. Prepping kits. How do you like the coloring stencils? As a colorist, I'm not sure I would need them or use them, but I feel like there is such a huge market for that of people who would love that extra coloring help. What do you think? Just kind of drawing bacon on the wood here. Just kind of some squiggles, a little knot, some V's here and there. Then we'll go in with 33 and start kind of thickening that up just to create some of that wood grain texture. And we'll go 31. And just fill that in. Okay, we got to do those cross beams. Let's see, Melissa said the coloring stencils are fast and good for mass production. Oh yeah, how to get depth? I bet because the coloring space there just doesn't seem like a lot, right? They seem pretty tiny. So trying to do multiple colors in one space, I feel like would be really hard. Going in with just the teeny tiny little tip of the brush just to put a little bit more of that definition back in. And then for these cross beams, crossbars, we're not going to worry about wood graining. We're just going to do shadow under the mouse and on the outsides of each where they meet those posts. Oh, the micro blending brushes. Yeah, I have some pretty teeny tiny ones from Simon too. I think I will stick to coloring, but also I don't, obviously you guys know I don't mass produce my cards. I never, I think like maybe 3 times ever have I repeatedly, like have I made the same card twice. That's just not my jam. So to people who can do that or who like love that, I'm envious because I feel like it would be, you could get a rhythm where that would be so much faster. Let's go for some YG 90s like we used yesterday for the grass. Just gonna kind of flick in some of that color all the way across. And then on the stem of the sunflower. Is that supposed to be another leaf? That's weird. Guess so. Go in with the 97. Just fill in that grass. I've been working at work on building like a design team basically, but for our planners. And it's so interesting now to be on the other side of design teamwork. So funny. All right, let's pull some of that color across. Just that. Some nice kind of olivey colors that should work really nice with our kind of mustardy, soft mustardy yellow. And orange. Trying to think for the corn. If the sunflower is still green, the corn I think would still be mostly green as well. Um, let's add a little of this darker green. Kind of just where those leaves meet the stem. And there's a little corn on here too. We'll go a little higher. It's like green for 97. Yeah, what's going on under him? think that's just, I don't think that's corn. I think I colored it like it is, but it's not. That's okay. It can still be green. All right, we're going to bring in that same lighter green, but we're going to leave the tiniest little space for like a tan golden kind of color right on the tips. Like the stalk is just starting to like dry out. Hey, Joanne. Thanks so much for joining us. My kids wanted to watch Halloween Town tonight. It's like the perfect thing to get me in the mood for some fall crafting. Not that I really need help getting in the mood for fall crafting, but it's just so funny. I remember watching that when I was their age. And now they just to see them love it on their own is very gratifying. All right, so I'm going to come in with YR24, just right on the tips of that. Not coloring in the corn yet. We'll make that like a very golden-y yellow. And I'm not really overlapping the orange with the green much, just a little. Just enough to kind of let them blend, but not make that mud. Cute, I think. Let's see. What better color for corn than 35, Y35, which is called maize? Not sure if my dad's watching, but we have a pretty funny, very silly inside story family-wise with maize. You know, the trail maize versus corn maize. It's good stuff. The things that pop up while you're crafting, right? Michelle, I am self-taught via YouTube. I have taken one Sandy Allnack course as well, but everything I've learned is through video and just lots of practice. Let's see, Angela said she has to work or has a hard time with skin colors. Yeah, that one I feel like is a pretty common concern. You're definitely not alone in that. Let's see, what color should we do for our sun? And stick with the photos, I think. It can be especially hard, Angela, if you're using very small stamps as well. So not sure what you're coloring, but sometimes trying to work with something that's a little more open or slightly bigger, I find just gives you a little bit more room to breathe while you're coloring. So that was 38. We'll go back in with 35. I would normally make this center of the sunflower like super dark, but the pattern paper we're working with has it more of like a tan. So we might go a little lighter than I would kind of naturally be drawn to. I'm going to make all these back smaller petals like just filled in. They're not going to get any of that highlight because they're in the back away. And I'm just leaving a little slice on the right hand side to get that 32 highlight. I'm going to leave these three colors out as well for when we get to the leaves. And maybe even the straw on our scarecrow. I'm not sure yet. Let's jump around a little bit and take care of our ladybug. We're just going to do 2 colors. Yeah, we probably don't even really need to do the 2. 59 and 46. And I'm going to leave those out as well as the 24 for a little red combo for our leaves. Although maybe, I don't know, with our background, I don't want a lot of red, but we could probably add like a little red hat band or something to him too. So there could be a couple little spots of red. Oh, Lisa, yeah, definitely just jump in and try. I think it's easier for me if I go into like a coloring session or I sit down. If I tell myself that whatever I make doesn't have to go on a card, like just color to color. Because if in my head I'm coloring for a card, sometimes I can like psych myself out a little bit. Versus if I'm coloring just to color, it's a little easier to take some chances and push myself and try something different. Because if I don't love it, it doesn't matter. It was just extra. And if I do love it, then I'll build a card around it. So I ended up grabbing E40s. So we did 47, we did a little 44. This kind of looks like a bowling ball. 43. I don't know what color to make those. I guess darker. Right? I'll bring back up 47. I think maybe we'll make our mouse these colors too. Kind of digging this a little more like simplified colors where we're using the same things kind of over and over. Limited color palette. Because he's Copic built. It's a foot. Right, Gail, it's just a bowling ball. Someone stuck it's like one of those like hide and seek games, right, where you like try to find the hidden images in the picture. It's like, oh, where's the bowling ball? It's hiding inside the sunflower. So I'm keeping his nose a little bit lighter. I didn't get any of muzzle or whatever. It's not getting any of that darkest shade. And I'm going to leave space for a little extra highlight right at the top. I'm also going to take some of this 43 and add it to the ears. So when I add the pink, it's not quite so like solidly pink. So we'll bring in 42. And we're still going to run pink over it. But bring in a little R20. It's so cute. And you know, you guys know, unless the cat, I hate pink noses. I think it makes them look like rats. I don't think rats have pink noses. I think it's just me. I think it's just my brain. That's okay. So black nose, dark brown nose, E49. That blend is not. All right, so that's our first little chunk of our scene. All done. Oh, like chocolate chip cookie. I could see that, Joanne. See that. Okay, let's do some of his. Actually, I don't think I want that yellow for the straw. I think I want the same 30 hands that we did that wood in. So we're just gonna add our shadow under the hat and around that face. No, I feel like that was the wrong move because his face is gonna be tan too. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll go back and forth. He's our scarecrow. He can look however we want. So I'm going to swap. I use the darkest, that 35, E35, and I'm going to go to the lightest yellow that we used. So it's kind of in between. It's like a little bit brown, a little bit yellow. Sounds like straw to me. And then what we can do is pop in one darker to our 30 blend for our little scarecrow face. So I'm going to use this brown really sparingly, mostly just under the hat, I think, and then right under the coat, where it's kind of like cinched. That was 37, and we'll jump to 35. Oh, I love that you guys are loving it. Let's see. And 33. Cute. And let's bring in some 24. That's the lightest red that I was going to keep to the side for our leaves for his little cheeks. And let's go that 38 that we used for our this part of our leaves for his little nose. Just trying to think. I want to bring in some orange. I'm just not sure between the orange and the red what should be what. We're going to use that YR teen combination that I was telling you guys about. We were coloring pumpkins the other day, the YR 18, 14, and 12. It's just a little bit of a like softer orange combo. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking, Melissa, maybe his gloves and his hat band will do red. Oh, thanks, Em. That's so funny. That makes my day, man. Most of like if anyone I know in real life who actually watches or pops into the videos is always family. So that's very nice of Emily to come say hi. By the way, we're not actually sisters. If you saw her comment, we're sisters by choice. Sis. All right. So that was that 18, 14, 12. And you can see how it's just not like a super neon orange. It's just like a little hint softer, and I love that. And then, yeah, let's bring in some of that red so that he looks like he belongs, and our little ladybug looks like he belongs. Just adding color from either side. Sorry, I didn't realize I was that high. And then 24, which is the same as that cheek color. And you can see too, for that red combo, we're hopping all over the place. No, I don't like that. We need one of those E browns that we used. And his hair is a little solid. Just gonna add in some tiny little flicks to break up that top edge. Oh, and we need some dirt. Let's bring in that 44. That was our medium shade with our mouse. Kind of shading heavier on the left side. And then kind of some little dots over to the right of each of those little piles. And then we're just going to make it easy on ourselves and fill in with 43. So that is our little scarecrow. So he's ready to go. And then we just have leaves. Oh, Angela, if your markers are overfilled or like extra juicy, the best tip I have is to take off both caps while you're coloring, because this side being open will help even out the ink distribution through your pens, because these basically connect to like a core in the middle, from what I understand. And so try taking off the chisel tip of your chisel tip cap of your marker, and that should help. You know what else he needs though? I'm going to go with this teeny tiny little 5 gel pen. He needs a little eye highlight, I think. His little buttons. And our mouse can get a little nose highlight. So can our little ladybug. That's going to be it. I'm going to string myself. All right, so I have the red, the yellow, the orange, and we'll even bring back a little of that green combo. I'm not sure I need 3 colors now that I'm thinking about it. So I'm probably going to get rid of the middle colors because I'd rather there be more contrast than less. So only the middle colors can go away. And then we'll grab, there we go. So now I have that little very simplified color layout. That. Okay. And let's start with some reds. How many? 1, 2, I did 3 at once, right? So 3, 6, 9, 12. And I have 4. So each we need 3. So we'll do 1 of each shape for each color combo. So these don't have the veining through them. I'm making my own. The straw under the scarecrow's coat, yeah. Sorry, I wish I could zoom in even closer. But the straw down there matches the straw on his head. It did get colored. Yeah. Without the camera being like literally right here where I can't see you guys at all. That's probably like a little better, right? So yeah, the leaves don't have any of that veining drawn in. So for the curved one, I'm just doing a side kind of shadow. But for the rest, I'm making my own. Just adding a little flick mark into each bump or point of that leaf. All right, so there's our reds. Thank you so much, Leslie. Coloring is for sure my happy place. I've had a very hectic week, very good at work, but I feel very stressed about making sure I'm getting everything done. And so I was looking forward to tonight to be able to just sit and color. And if I can sit and color with some company, I will take it anytime I can. So this shading placement is going to be the same for all these colors, just swapping it out. That darkest is always going to get put down first. And something that I know some of the other bigger creators do after their lives, like I know Christina Warner does it, where she takes her like long live and edits it down for people to be able to go back and like watch just like the actual card process after. So I might try that. Also, to be totally transparent with you, if I do that, I think I'll be able to get a wider group of people to actually watch. Between some people love the lives, some people just don't, right? So if I can use the same footage to make all groups of people happy, hopefully that'll get some people coming back. All right. Those are all of our leaves. That's going to be so much fun to die cut in a second. We're to do 3 at a time. But yeah, that is our super cute little scene. My coloring time is your ASMR. Yeah, I understand like actual ASMR. I get it. It just I don't get that feeling from it. It's so funny. Like I can appreciate why that is calming for other people. It just isn't for me. Each their own. That has to be the right. That is like a very funky looking lineup. Let's see if we have room. We might have to trim these apart. I'll just trim them apart and save myself the time. Yeah, Lisa, I feel like at some point we're gonna have to try to do like a Zoom hangout or something where we can actually like all talk in for real chit chat together while we're crafting. I think that would be very fun. If I made way too close. Just made that too close too. Well, we're gonna find out in a minute. Sherry, yeah, exactly. I know some people, that's what I was saying, some people love to see it in real time and to like watch the whole process. And I can definitely appreciate that part of it too. But I also know that some people just don't physically have the time to watch an hour-long video. So if I have both, if the live stays up and you guys can come hang out when I can be live or watch the full replay as long as that's up as well, then it might be interesting to try at least editing some down to have two versions, right? The hour-long videos are my cleaning videos. Like if I'm going to do dishes or like dishes and then clean the rest of the kitchen, that's when I bust out my like hour-long live replays. Or like I watch some YouTube vlogger, like family vloggers that have like 45-minute long videos. So that's when I save all of my long videos for that. So it feels like a reward. Like I save them and hoard them. And that way when it's time and I can finally watch them, it's like a deal with myself that okay, but I have to get this cleaning done. But it's worth it because I get to watch, like back in the day, I get to watch my soaps. You're the spiky guy. I love that these leaves have that tab. Man, it makes it so much easier. Right, these have that little tab on the side that are just for you to be able to hold them and have something to tape down. I'm a busy lady, yeah. Gail, it does feel like that most of the time. Making videos for here, making videos for work. It's been very interesting this last year of doing like having a social media job and a social media like hobby, right? Because at this point, the crafting is my hobby, but so is the filming and the editing and going live and all the stuff. So it feels like some days I'm just on my phone all day. And then my kids are like, can we watch like a video with you? Oh, I want to spend time with them, and they want to do what I'm doing, right? But like, I don't want them addicted to their phones. Catch 22. All right, so we have our very cute little scenes going. Yeah, Angela, 100%. I don't have like local in-person crafty friends either. So I've said that before on one of our Pink and Main lives. Like my best friend is like the best friend you could ever have. She's an actual angel. But that girl could not craft to save her life. That's just not. She can make you a mean spreadsheet. Um, and she bakes the most amazing cupcakes I think I've ever eaten in my whole life. But that girl is not a crafter. So it is very nice to be able to have my crafty friends, even if it's from all over the country. And how cool that we're in a time where we can find crafty friends all over the world, even. Right? Raquel's in Puerto Rico. We got Melissa up in Canada. A couple Canadians, I think we have now. So that's pretty cool. We have our strengths. Yeah. Yes. All right. We're almost done. We got 2 more rounds. And these, remember, all of these leaves are going to be our shaker bits. They're going to go into our shaker pocket with our glitter. I did also order the pumpkin spice superfine glitter from Pink and Main's website yesterday when I ordered that envelope, pop-up envelope die set. So hopefully we can use some of that pumpkin spice glitter next week. Michelle usually gets those boxes out pretty quick. Also, now that we're not on like a company channel, I am curious, like just as card making people, what do you guys think of Stamptember? I want to know because I have mixed feelings. I want to love it. And I always love the stamps that Michelle puts out. I always love what Lawn Fawn puts out. But I'm curious what you guys think. Sherry said she's got a long distance crafty friend now. Maria, I don't always do these on Fridays. I've just been trying to get into a better routine in general. I do want to make sure I'm doing at least one live on my channel a month. For a while, my goal was every other week, and it got to be too much because I also go live for work sometimes for Bloom. So there was like a week where I had 4 lives, and I just got burnout. So I don't think I can commit to, especially the fall is so busy for us, and as a family, and seeing my dad and helping him and things. So I can't commit to every other week, but I will try to give much more notice for the September live. I'll try to look at my schedule. I brought home my monthly planner today from work so that I can look through my schedule, and I will pick that out so I can post and then like make it ahead of time so we can save it. And that'll be the plan. So it's not like springing it on you. Last one. See if we can assemble. That's a fun shaker cup. The bloom lives are a little easier because usually I can rope someone into doing it with me. And it's a lot easier, in my opinion, to be like a co-host or, like behind the scenes and doing those. For this, it's easy, right? Because like I feel like the stamps are my co-host, right? Like there's something else for you to focus on. For the bloom ones, it feels like sometimes it's only me. It's just me talking. It's too much pressure. You guys know sometimes I say stuff or like I have a hard time saying anything at all. Words won't come out right. All right, let's trim this down. I am still thinking that this is my background and that we're going to make our arched frame with our orange, just because I don't want it to be too busy right around the our little scene. So this is 5.5, so we're going to do by 4.25. And I am going to give away this card. Hey, Deanne and Linda. I am going to give out this card. I 100% forgot to put the link in the description. I will put it in after because I can edit this one because it's on my own channel. So I'll pop it into the description, or if you've already entered in your information for the chance to win a card on the regular like Pink and Main contact list from this week. That's this, it's all the same thing. Let's do some construction. I just love how cheerful this orange is. And let's start to figure out with our dies what size we're looking at. All right, let's see. Oh, Maria, I'm so glad that you found us, though. That's amazing. Let's see. Angela said she's on the fence about September. Too expensive for Melissa out in Canada. And they sell out so fast. That's true. They do sell out way too fast. Yeah, everybody who stumbled across us, you can definitely come hang out with us on Tuesdays and Thursdays over on Pink and Main's channel anytime you want. Oh, Linda, I'm so sorry. I hope your mom's okay. That can be so stressful. That feels a little small. Well, I guess the real question is, am I going to make a frame or am I going to cut it out of a panel? Because if we're making a frame, that seems about right. But if I'm going to cut a panel and put a window in it, does it seem like a cross? Because I kind of envisioned it like a little bit like that. Like that. So maybe a frame. And these can kind of come down a little bit. Or they can stay up and we could stamp our sentiment in the bottom of the frame. Yeah, let's do that. All right. You guys know I don't usually do frame shakers, but apparently we are tonight. So we're going to get this lined up. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Linda. I'm very glad that she was with you and that you were able to get her what she needed in time. Can't imagine. Well, my mom hasn't had a clot, but she's had some stuff. So in some ways, I can't imagine. So I'm glad that you're able to be there with her. All right. So I just have both of my dies taped down. And we're going to put these through all at once and make our frame. Whoa, let's hope this doesn't tear. Okay, it tore the inner one a little bit, but that's okay. We don't really need him right now. All right, so that's going to be our frame. It's pretty cute. We could always pop this behind. And have orange like behind them blowing around in the wind instead of the yellow. That could be cute. We could do that. Melissa, she has not, I mean, she's about the same as she was before. We're working on getting her down here by the end of this year. That's the goal. Get my mom down here. before 20. We'll see. My husband's got a lot of work to do. Let's see what sentiments we're working with. Thankful for you, autumn blessings. I believe in you. That's kind of cute. Or happy fall. Happy fall or I believe in you. What do you guys think? Oh, Lisa, so Stamptember is a month-long release marathon that Simon Says Stamp does every year. And each new release comes out at midnight Eastern. And when it sells out, it sells out. Belief. All right. You talked me into it. Too. I was ready. Anyway, I love the belief. I love a punny sentiment. All right. I'm going to try. We had good luck with our hand stamping the other day. Melissa's with you on the belief. That's good. My good, let me go grab it. My good acrylic block. I think it's in the living room. Don't ask me why it's in the living room. I don't have a good answer. It was in my hand when I was moving around earlier and I forgot why I had it and I put it down. This is an Ultimate block that I got at Go Wild as like part of the words, as part of the like make and take they were doing, but it's a good one. I think they sell them. Ooh, or we could do I Believe in You curved at the top. That sounds cute. All right, let's get this centered-ish. Two, three, 1, 2, 3. That looks pretty centered to me. So with this flipped upside down, because it's symmetrical, it's really easy. And you just pick up the corners of your stamp and you can curve them yourself. So now we'll be able to stamp the little thing right at the top. Oh, Brennan, you're good. Don't worry. I'm wearing my Tortured Pose Department shirt here. So there you go. I'm assuming that's what we're talking about. Speak Now, Taylor's version. So I understand. Probably more than most. In fact, it is time for me to make my Halloween friendship bracelet card that I've been wanting to make using that Concord and Ninth set. It's the first thing that I wanted to make when I saw that it was going to exist. I bought it to make a Taylor Swift card and then have just been waiting for my time to shine, making a Halloween one, or like a pumpkin spice one. Brennan, did you get your pumpkin spice latte earlier? Because I was really hoping that you did. I'm pretty sure I saw that in your stories. Or maybe it was that you did get one. I can't remember. I've had pumpkin coffee every day for the last like week and a half. And there's no shame in my pumpkin. Yeah, that curve is really fun, right? So let me show you real close. I believe in you. Super cute. All right, let's start by attaching our plastic. This is the leftover packaging piece that we used yesterday on our Pink and Main Shaker card. And so I am going to tape runner. It's like just wide enough. I'm going to go with my combo. All the way around. We're just going to stick that down nice and flat. And I will just trim it with scissors. Just kind of angling my scissors so that the bottom blade, one scissor, the bottom blade is kind of like tucked under my paper. Just find that helps me get like a tighter cut. Go. So now that has that plasticky film. Yeah, the acrylic block is like terrifying. That makes sense. Oh, I love that you're making the Taylor Swift shirts. Oh my gosh. Perfect, Melissa. You endorsing it again makes me want to make my Halloween friendship bracelet card this weekend. So thanks for that. I know that we cut this and that it'll fit, but I kind of want to cut another one of this size so that I don't have to worry about it lining up perfectly. Because that is not, I have a way to do it, but it's not my strong suit. It's not my favorite thing to do. But it would be cute. I love the stitching. All right, we're going to go for it. First, we need our foam. We're going to go pink and main foam because it's got enough dimension that things are going to shift around, but it doesn't have so much dimension that it's going to shake like too much. And it fits perfectly along there. To get the curve, I'm going to take off the paper, and I'm also not going to stress about I don't want to take off the paper. Well, maybe we can put it back on. Can I do this without? I think I can do this before the foam is all attached. Okay, let's try that. I'm going to take washi. We're going to put the background on first because if I do it the other way with the foam with no backing paper, it's going to get messed up. So I made a loop of my washi. It's on the back of my front panel. And I am going to line up my little inside arch. And it's better to kind of take your time and make sure you feel good about how it's sitting. Then I'm going to add tape runner to the back of that and stand up. And I'm going to line this up where I want it to go. Kind of using those flowers. Okay. And we'll press that down. And now when we lift up this panel, that our arch is in the right spot. And once we get our foam on, it'll be easier to just pop this over and get it lined up. Melissa said she lives in the boondocks. So they make pumpkin spice lattes at home. I also have pumpkin non-dairy creamer in my house. I have pumpkin syrup. I have vanilla syrup. I have pumpkin chai syrup. And yet, multiple times a week, I still end up at the Starbucks or the Dunkin' come for my house. It's not every day. I do drink the stuff I have at home too. Like I'm bad, but I'm not that bad. But it just tastes different. And I'm sure that it's a psychological thing, but that doesn't mean that it's wrong. The pumpkin spice placebo effect could be 100% real. All right, I wanted to fill up that little gap because we're using glitter. I don't know if you remember, but I'm crazy and we're using super fine glitter. So if there's even a super fine little crack in there, it will find a way out and it will get everywhere. If you don't want to worry about that, you can avoid this entire thing by using sequins and not worrying about glitter at all. But I've mentally committed to the glitter. So here we are. Actually, I'm starting to panic and think maybe I'm going to change my mind on the glitter. Let me grab those gold sequins. They might really be okay. I've been using those gypsy sequins a lot. They're just so pretty. Oh yeah, Leslie. It was so hot here. On Wednesday, it was like 95. And then today was back. Yeah, we're going gypsy glitter or gypsy sequins. Sorry, anybody who is excited to watch me make a giant mess with glitter. I still like it with the leaves though. I still think that that's really fun. Okay, I'm gonna scoot these a little towards the center. They don't have to be perfect. And I peeled all that off. I'm worried that's not enough. All right, so I'm taking my time, lining that up around that stitching. We're committing, we commit to the bit. Because Starbucks one is different because it's actually orange. Yeah. Listen, I don't need to know what's in it. I just know that it's yummy. I'm going to kind of get these moving a little bit. The leaves are like a little stacked. There we go. Very pretty. All right, and then all we have to do is add our little seam back in. So we're gonna, I think, put these guys a little higher. I had a runaway. That's perfect. I had a runaway leaf, and we can add him right to the plastic. I love doing that. Adding some of whatever's inside to the like outside of the film, so there's like something there all the time. I think it's so pretty. All right, we're adding tape runner, mono adhesive. This guy's going to come all the way down against that stitching. And he's just like a little bit right on the edge. Okay, and then this guy's going to come up a little higher, I think. Right? Like he's just like a little further back in the farm situation we have going on. Yeah, it's like the Tazo tea or whatever, right? Oh my God, Brittany. There's 4 Starbucks within a 2-minute walk. That's what started my pumpkin spice, like actual addiction back in the day, was that I worked at the Panera on my college campus. And if you were an employee, you got free coffee anytime, free coffee, soda, whatever, anytime you wanted. Like you could just stop in and get it. And I had to walk past work from my house to get to class. So I had way too much coffee, like way too much coffee that year. And the managers were nice to me most of the time and would let me put syrup in my coffee, even though that wasn't supposed to be free. And so, 16 years later, here I am. Oh, so cute. We need a couple sequins too. Can't just have that one little leaf. Put a tiny little glue dot there. Maybe right there. I'll just take the smallest. But I love that then no matter what else is kind of like shaking, what you can see, what's kind of hidden, even right with all of them down at the bottom, hidden behind them, there's still that little hint of what's going to happen when you shake them up. Right, I said I needed to add more, and then I think I overfilled it, so now they're having a hard time moving around. There you go. You can see those leaves. I believe in you. Love it. So fun. Oh, hey, Miss Judy B. I'm so sorry to dip on you, but we just actually wrapped up making our fun little fall shaker card for the night. Although now that I'm looking, I feel like it needs one more layer. So you know what? Because I'm trying to be good and actually make these into cards so I can send them to you guys, let's take one more step and we'll make it a craft. Let's just go for it. It's already long. It's already longer than our lives usually go. What's another 2 minutes? Misty was watching. She's freaking out. So let's take that. We'll go up there. Put that back in. Scoreboard. Score this at 4 1/4. Side fold. You know what I never do is make a top fold. You guys ever make top fold cards? I feel like I've made like 3 of those ever. You're getting chopped. So just a little. Sliver of each. So, oh yeah, you can definitely check. I have pretty much everything in the description for you too, Judy, but we use the fall snow globe scene dies. We use the wide stitched arches to make our little shaker card. Fall, I think I said dies. The fall snow globe scene stamps, the wide stitched arches dies. Oh yeah, I like that better. That little mat just gets me every time. I'll do it with liquid. We use some gypsy confetti sequins, which are not in the description because I thought I was going to use glitter, but I changed my mind. We stamped extra leaves from our stamp set to make extra shaker bits. And the flower paper that we picked is from that Hello Fall pattern paper that we've been using recently. All right. Yeah, that mat makes a huge A huge difference. Oh, it's eating. Thanks, Brennan. All right. That is our fun shaker card. So I am so glad you guys came to hang out. Thanks for finding me on my channel. Um, Hopefully we can do this more regularly. I probably won't always be pink and main for my bonus live. We might have to change it up. Um, Especially depending on like what's going on and what season and stuff. But I think that this is super fun and cute. I will pick someone from the Pink and Main like giveaway contact list. I'll add that link in here as soon as we jump off. So if you haven't been able to submit your info for that, you can to win a card from a live. I just keep the list going. So maybe you'll just get a surprise card in the mail. I have a lot of back stock. So yeah, thank you guys. I hope that you have a great rest of your weekend. If you have a long weekend, I hope you enjoy that. If you're watching this in the replay, thank you so much for also coming to hang out. And yeah, exactly, Melissa. I will see you guys back on Tuesday on the Pink and Main channel at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And I love that you guys love this card so much. It was really fun to make. So thank you. And I will, oh, where's the, Maria, I'm going to add it to the description. It's in the Pink and Main lives from this week, but if you give me literally like 3 minutes, I will add it into here. And if you look down in the description box in 3 minutes, it'll be there for you. It's a Google form so that your information stays secure. So I'll get that added as soon as we log out. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I will see you soon. And until next time, happy crafting. Have a good night.